Mzansi. I hope you're better behaved than my studio people. Wow. On a serious note, though, our sincere condolences go out to Enhle Gambushe's family. The actress died in a car accident over the weekend. May her soul rest in peace. We would like to congratulate the Boks on defeating New Zealand over the weekend. Go Bokke! Well, it's obvious this sister was watching the game. It's when she dabs that she breaks me. I know the spirit definitely took control over there. In other news, Tanzanian President John Magufuli is seeking to end contraception. He says Tanzania needs more babies. More babies in our overpopulated Africa. I think somebody's been spending too much time with our ex-president. Tanzanian sisters, all I can say is, may the embryos be forever in your favor. And back home, it's been reported that South Africa need 10,000 more cops to fight crime. 10,000. Look, I think we should get into a deal with Tanzania. Whatever they overproduce, we train as cops and then we send over here. Just import-export vibes, yeah? Well, we have a great show tonight. Kojo Baffoe and Nontobeko Sibisi are in the building. And then we end off the show with a performance by Astrid Brown featuring Nadia and Nakai. But first, Glenn, what's the hashtag WTF of the day?
Thank you so much, Tumi Mulweni Mzansi, and happy Monday to all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful week. The WTF of the day today is, where's the focus? Take a look at this. We'll talk afterwards.
Kill our people. And the road continues to be more expensive because the last amount that we were given by the department was 220 million rand. That was spent already on this particular road, whereas the initial amount of the road. This guy, what is he doing?
He is genuinely disappointed that the accident upstaged his interview.
I can see him calling the SABC weeks later on time. About that interview, you know I had so much more to say. Speaking of interviews, my first guest is a writer, a radio host, and the editor of Destiny Man. Please welcome Kojo Baffoe. So hard. Are you honoring your Sotho half?
Yeah. Like, you know, don't sit back and get up and deal with the world.
Yeah, that's deep. Glenn, while we're dealing with the world, what's Kojo drinking?
So research tells me Kojo is a huge cigar fan. Not a huge cigar fan, but a huge... He's a cigar connoisseur, so I tried to smuggle some in for today's show, but then I got searched by the studio security, and then they found one, and they thought it was, but it wasn't. It was just... Anyway, it didn't go well, so the closest I could get to a cigar was whiskey from the WTF cellar. It's called Close, but no cigar.
Nice.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right.
And our wheel has stopped on Down It. This is going to be fun because you need to do the vosho or twerk. You have to pick one.
I don't know how to do the vosho. I don't know how to twerk. How are you supposed to twerk?
Down a tequila shot.
Okay, I'll do the tequila shot because I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
Are you not? Do you want to down a shot of lemon juice instead? I'm giving you more options than I
I'll do the
normally give
tequila.
people. Okay,
I'll
give
play
him
nicely.
tequila. Play nice with other children.
Since you know where I live.
There you go, sir.
He's not joking. I really do know where he lives.
Oh, how's that?
Yeah, it's all right.
So is Sepatula one of like your biggest, well, one of your favorites? in terms of music? Because a lot of people, I don't know if people know that you grew up in Lesotho.
Sure. Yeah, Kitswa Masero, Kimishana Masero. Tsepo Tsola and Frank Lepper. I think the thing about Sankomoto is everybody always focuses on Tsepo Tsola,
Yeah.
but at the heart of it was Frank Lepper.
Marlo, now type you just always know the things that nobody else will ordinarily know.
I was lucky to grow up in a town and in a city where Tsepo Tsola is somebody that I know
Yeah.
and I interacted with before, as well as Frank Lepper. So, you know, Sankomoto was one of those groups, was in reality the only group we had. So you kind of know everybody.
You had to be, you had to be loyal. Now tell us, how long is your CV, bruh? Like, I feel like you've done everything.
I haven't done porn.
There we go. If Mapuna Volume 20 is coming out, it sounds like that's the beginning of a conversation.
I took it from 8 pages to about 2 pages 2 years ago.
Wow. And now, have you added Destiny Man editor again? Do you put an again next to it?
So that one was funny because on my Twitter profile, I had 3 times X magazine editor.
Yes.
Somebody sent me a tweet last week. It's like, Chief, you must change your Twitter profile. And I didn't know what to put. Do I put like 3 times X and then 1 times current, or do I put 1 times current and 2 times X? Because
so you keep breaking up with the same magazine and going back?
Well, yeah, it's a weird one.
Oh,
It's a weird one. Like 4 years later, I went back.
What does that feel like?
It feels like a love back. You know when you have like a breakup? You have a breakup and there's some tension in the breakup.
Yes.
And then you part for like 4 years. When you come back, there's a familiarity, which is beautiful, but it's also new.
Right.
And you're also trying to play nicely so you don't piss off anybody.
Yes, but it's sort of something familiar, but also something a little bit different. And you kind of like it, but is that too detailed?
That is wow. You went somewhere else.
But that's exactly.
That's it.
Let's focus on Kojo. What made you go back?
It kind of made sense. Like it was, I was at a stage in my life where I was like, okay, maybe I should get something a bit more consistent.
Okay.
And then the conversation came. It was like, would you consider coming back?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense. And my kids are older.
Yeah.
When I first left, one of the big reasons I left was because my kids were young and I was never home. So now my kids, I could sit down and talk to my kids and say, this is what I'm going to do.
Is that Kwakwa? So were you a stay-at-home dad? Who was bringing home the bacon?
Yeah, Mrs. Baffoe was bringing home the main bacon, to be honest. I won't lie. But yeah, I mean, I told my kids and my daughter, because my daughter was 2 when I left, she just knows me in the house with a tracksuit, jumping into the shower when they're coming home from school. And, I said to her, I'm going to get a job. She says, I don't understand. I said, well, I'm going to work. She says, but don't you work? I see you at your desk working all the time. I'm like, no, but I have to go to a place. She's like, I don't understand, but sharp.
Yeah. Sounds like the struggle many of us women know. Let's head to an ad break. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back to hashtag WTF to me. Don't forget to keep in touch with us via social media. We are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at WTF to me. We are hanging out with Kojo Baffoe. Now, you celebrated your 46th birthday recently.
In April.
But you still look like a snack, bruh.
How
are you maintaining?
I now know what snack means. So I'm going to say thank you. And 2, I wash in milk and honey.
You what?
I wash in milk and honey.
You wash in milk and honey! That's funny.
No, I had the luck. I was lucky. It's my father. It could have gone totally wrong, and I'm grateful that it didn't, because I've led an interesting life.
Yes. But also you've got nice blood. You've got German blood as well, bruh.
Yeah.
Have you seen the skin of German people?
So Ghanaians and Germans, it's nice combo.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mix, ne?
Do you do any manis or pedis or anything?
Facials.
I do manis.
Treatment of your beard.
I do a manicure every time I go for a haircut.
Oh, really? And then you treat your beard, eh? Your beard.
My beard every day gets oils, gets combed out. On Sundays, it gets a good shampoo.
Is there a specific beard shampoo?
You don't even have a beard. Why are you asking?
No, but when I do have one.
There is. I actually have this, it's a soap shampoo for my beard.
Okay, I'm going to look out for that.
Let's take it back to heritage. Let's take it back to heritage, because you must have such a colorful life in terms of growing up in Lesotho, being born. Were you born in
I was
Germany?
born in Germany, yeah.
To a Ghanaian a dad and a German mom.
I don't know, it's very simple. I always tell people it's simple. I'm half German, half Ghanaian from Lesotho. Like people go, oh, it must be so exotic. I'm like, hey, I was not there when my parents were hooking up. I had no say over them getting together and making a child.
Do you still have your Lesotho passport?
That's the only passport I have.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that must make it so much easier to travel.
Yeah, it's all right. Like I get by. Most times what happens is when you get to an airport, they don't know where the passport is from. So that becomes the conversation. Like I had a Jamaican guy in New York going, where is this? I'm like, Africa. But my visa scanned properly. Everything looked right. He's like, I have no idea where that is.
Like
but
it looked like Kazakhstan. It was just
keep
like,
it moving.
So is it a good thing? Do they just go, well, okay, to avoid their negligence?
No, not really, because I have to go through the same process that you'll go through. So, I go and get visa applications.
So where do you vote?
In Maseru, Hatsautse.
Oh.
That's the area that I vote in.
So give me, okay, let's take you to the 3 countries, right? Lesotho, South Africa, and Germany. What's your favorite dish in each? Haole Lesotho, what do you have to absolutely have?
Dikahar.
Oh.
What is
Tripe.
that?
Tripe.
Papa ga dikahar.
Pap and tripe. And then South Africa?
South Africa, well, here you just call it mohodu, so...
You still want the same thing, just with
So
a
I just
different
eat the
name.
same
But
thing.
then you get to Germany,
Can
to
we
look for
just,
it in
can we
German.
just, I need to interrupt this.
Yes.
Well, are you saying, is it really that, is it taste? Do you like the taste, or is it just because it's an experience?
It's a delicacy.
So I live in Johannesburg, and one of the things I've consistently done is found places, because township is far, I'm not from the township.
Yeah.
Is found places in my vicinity where I can get it.
Tripe.
So you like the taste?
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
delicious. Have you ever tried it?
Awesome.
Yes, I have. I'm going to say yes. So
Then you had
don't
the
force
wrong
me
one
to
if
with
you
the
have.
next time we go out. And I'm not. If you say that the next time we go out to have chisanyama, I have to have mochodu, I'm not going. I'm telling you that, fans.
You're not going to come anyway, even if you don't say have mochodu. Anyway. Yeah, he dumped us. We won't even talk about it on air. It's all about Kojo right now. Don't steal his time. I just want to find out who's sliding into Kojo's DMs. So let's play hashtag top 3. So now that Kojo is back in the magazine business, let's see who's sliding into that DMs hoping for a cover. So what happens with this game is that we're going to spin a wheel. That's going to be on the screen, as you can see there.
Yeah.
If it lands on Instagram, I'm going to go through your Instagram DMs.
Okay.
Twitter, same thing. And then if it lands on your man bag, I'm going to go through your man bag. Let's spin the wheel. Insta, may I please have your phone? Is your lovely wife watching?
Yes, yes.
Because we've spoken on the phone and we love each other, and I don't want this to ruin our relationship. Hey!
It's not exciting.
Hey, man. Hi, where are you stocked in Joburg? I want a pair of red ones at the minimum. What is it, a pair of red ones? Red ones?
That's a pair of sneakers that are made by a South African brand.
We are just checking these things because there's no message there to
That was my
explain.
message to them.
This is too long. I can't. It's an essay.
Is
Do you get a lot of messages like that where it's a whole Bible that somebody has sent you?
I get that when people want, so that message you're talking about that's long,
Listen.
is that I want to write for the magazine.
It's fine, it's fine. Here's more important things. This person is being DM'd by verified people. This verified person says, I get that, but just occurred to me I need other things in my life like records, graphic novels, figures, and gear, and. Oh, that's fine. Just let me know. Ow! The real black pearl, man. Hi, man. You guys are having deep. Even me, I want gear and things. Hey, the things these famous people are promising each other. Hey. You used to be a booking agent, right?
Yes.
Hey.
Very, very long time ago.
I see that another lovely verified woman has said, congrats on the new role, BTW. I like that they put it in this thing.
Tumi,
But technically, it's new.
have you been on Destiny Woman, Man, Woman?
I've been on the cover of Destiny, yes.
You have, recently.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and you've also been in some of their ads, haven't you?
I've been in their ads. Why are you being like that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Why are you being that guy?
No, I'm just saying you
yeah.
guys...
It's about him.
You were on the...
No, I'm just saying, I mean, if you need a cover model...
Glenn, who's your mega crush before things get awkward?
Thanks, Toombs. The Mega Crush Monday today is Czech Republic convicted murderer and drug smuggler Radovan Krejcir. He has threatened the South African authorities, get this, he's threatened them to release him or else he'll escape. Wow, the gall of this man. Let's just release you so you can go out and cause more havoc in the world. What is this, Christmas? Ha! Not on my watch. I'm joking, Radovan, if you do actually ever get out. I'm a fan. I actually quite like your work. Not the murder, but the nothing. But I would like to play you in a biopic.
Oh,
if
wow.
ever, if you, I do look a bit like a young... Anyway, I just pretend I didn't say that. I'm a big fan-ish, sort of. I shouldn't have said...
Yo, guys, Glenn's got liver. He is messing with Radovan. You have liver, my friend. My next guest is an award-winning broadcaster, journalist, and teller. Ladies and gents, please welcome Nontobeko Sibisi. Hi, let's dance. She's crazy. Glenn, what is this ball of energy drinking?
Nontobeko is a journalist. She's got the juice, so I put the juice in her whiskey. This is a whiskey and juice.
Ooh, bring
Enjoy
her
it.
here, bring her here.
Bring her here.
Thank you. Ooh.
Right, let's see where it has landed.
No!
What? Strip down.
Stay.
What
You don't
would
want to
like?
strip down? Not dip it again. I'm over dipping it. Yay! Truth. Ah, you want the juice of truth?
No!
No, not down it. Okay, just bring us some tequila there, Glenn. I think
Come
it's gonna
on.
stop on
What?
tequila.
Oh!
Damn it. It's on down it. Either you down a tequila or a shot of juice, of lemon juice. What do you want to down?
Of course, tequila.
Oh, but of course.
But of course, tequila.
She
Come
says-
on.
There you go.
Same time.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, ma. Mm. Yes, to me.
Is it your stand as a journalist that you are for the people? Because, you know, your bio says that on Twitter, that when now you are for all of us.
Well, to be honest, I was just doing my job until more and more people on Twitter would be like, hashtag, actually, you're the people's that tell it because we like how you do your interviews, you like how you relate to people, you're not abrasive, you're not that dope basher. Hey, what did you do? Did you get arrested? Did you? I'm not one of those. I was always like, and futhi I'd also respect you to be like, oh, lalela, akafuna ukukhuluma. It's a private family thing. Let's give that space. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of people resonated with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of resonance, I mean, have you had any offers of Duke sponsorships after your
Hey,
Duke saga?
lalela, kavumbuka kwasani. Like, it was actually insane. Like, a lot of people would be like, do you want to wear a Duke? Wear this. Do you want to do this? We're doing a marketing event. We're doing a lifestyle event. Come.
Come in your Duke.
You know, but the most frustrating, I have to say, were a lot of males that actually didn't get the point. So every time they'd see you on TV afterwards, be like, Nontobeko liphi Duke lakho. I don't know Nontobeko ugqoka into. And you're like, dude, it's day 23 now. Month number 3. Why? Who the fuck why? And I was like, you're missing the point of the movement. The movement is for us to have choice.
Yes.
To have choice, whether one short, long weave, no weave, Duke or no Duke.
Yeah.
The mere fact is just to have choice.
And what was the biggest lesson you learned from that saga?
The biggest lesson I learned was just to speak up and to stand up for whatever black girl that is there. Because I think so many of us face in these white corporate spaces and
Hey.
because we come from our mother's lineages. Hey, lalela umnomzamo uzoxosha amasho ungasholuthi Nontobeko. You know, even my friend was like, hey, Nontobeko, ngikufunde kwisolezo mntanami. Iyehlisa ulaka. And I'm like, what the gogo? This is oppressive, it is wrong, you know? And I think even afterwards, so many black girls came to me on Twitter and said, Nontobeko, actually, I'm going through the same thing. Like, a woman from Chicken Licken DM'd me and said, yes, Nontobeko, I was told to take off his pandla sam because they're scared it's gonna get into the food. So it messes with our cultural aspect of it. And I said, that is so wrong. And just to see so many black girls saying, actually, me too. Me too. But we're scared to speak out of it because we're going to get demoted, we're going to get ousted, we're going to get kicked out of the system. We're scared and we have to feed the people. Sisi school fees, tangamata fees.
Sure. Let's head for an ad break before Azania gets on fire again. We'll be right back. We're back. This is hashtag WTM to me, live on SABC3. We are hanging out with editor of a magazine. If we say it one more time, it's like we're selling it too hard, Kojo Baffoe, and a journalist and TV presenter, Nontobeko Sibisi. Now, Nontobeko, who the spotlight is currently on, has shirked her jersey of journalism to take on that of talk show host. How was that transition?
Ooh, it's nice to me. It's nice, it's nice, it's nice. I think obviously it's very different because my dad said, we are kitchen. Do me wenzele ndoku. Do me wenzele ndoku. Don't stop someone, run over someone, you know? And for once, I think after all that running around, but also I must appreciate specifically doing journalism, arts and entertainment, I got to learn the spirituality of people's music and people's arts. So I think that was my lesson there, to know that it's not just someone getting on stage, but a lot of people are just articulating a specific gift.
Yeah.
I think that set a good foundation for me to start going into talk show where someone was saying, I like your energy, uyasangana, unoqhwi, ubuvuka umoya sometimes. Uterute nje wena. I like that. Come on your show. And it's so nice to see and hear someone say to you, I like who you are, come beyond this platform and just be you.
Come be you.
That I think is the biggest validation because I was also going through a bigger journey of self. Who am I? How can I be much more confident? And this was the biggest stamp of approval. And I was like, sure, and
on your show, you work with some pretty amazing women.
It is so nice. It's the most craziest show ever. Like, my favorite part is also the makeup room session where we get to be vulnerable and be intimate about our pains, what has happened,
For those who don't know, please tell them who you're talking about.
Oh,
we have this conversation and they're going, ooh.
Oh, so I'm on a talk show on Moja Love called Show Me Love. It's myself, it's KG Moketsi, it's Nakai, and Abigail Vasaki, 4 amazing women that we go through this thing called life with. And what I love about them is that right, and you can be honest about your pain.
Yes.
You're just like, guys, it's not a matter that I should hide it. It's also like, yes, it's the same thing. Actually, try this. Treat it like this. And you're like, oh, actually, I'm living. I don't need to fake it. I don't need to kind of make it seem like it's fine. Get right. Man, figure like it's yay lang lagi papa lazi line zolo, but it's sure girl. Put the nancy hydrate.
Hydrate. Now, Kojo, in fact, this is for both of you. Who's the one person you'd love to interview again?
Ooh.
Again or just
again? Someone you've interviewed before and you're like, I'd like another bash at this person.
The person that pops into my mind is not necessarily the best person to interview.
Ooh. Awkward.
But I would actually say Russell Simmons.
You've interviewed him before?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because when I was previously at Destiny Man, I will say it, even if you don't say it. When I was previously at Destiny Man, we hosted him here for a talk. So I interviewed him for an article, and I also interviewed him with a live audience. But if you look at what's happening in the world with Me Too and his history and his story, I generally don't go for the hard journalism stuff.
Yeah.
But I would like to have a conversation with him again.
And you?
There's so many. But I think definitely I have a soft spot for golden oldies because I had a deep, deep relationship with my grandmother who passed away, unfortunately, 4 years ago, Umambata. So for me, Dorothy Masuku's, your Abigail.
So you've interviewed all those women?
Yes, yes, all of them. There's just something about umuntu omdala onesipho sokugcina afuna ukunikeza because they want to talk, they want to storytell.
Yes.
But I will say the one woman that I wish I could have interviewed and never have, Umambo Simhlongo. It
Eish.
pains me to this day.
That would have been
To this
such an
day,
awesome
to this day to me.
Glenn, why are you looking at me like that with hungry eyes? I think you want to play a game, don't you? All right, Glenn, what are we playing?
Okay, guys, this game's very simple. I'm going to hand you one of these bats. You'll see on either side of them, it says yes or never that. Tumi's going to ask us questions, and we have to reply as honestly and truthfully as we can. If we have done it, we say yes. If we haven't, never that. Tums?
Never have I ever fabricated a story to make it juicier.
Never that.
Kojo,
I tell stories all the time.
did you spice it up or did you completely cook it up?
No, I spiced it up.
Like everything's kind of spice or like Raja kind of spice?
Like I had operations on my leg and from a sports injury, and I had a whole being shot and thing attached to it. I had a whole elaborate story
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
with just enough to make it believable.
Wow. Never have I ever pretended to know a stranger. Oh, gosh,
Yo.
I'm so guilty of that.
All the time.
Yeah, no.
Glenn?
Most of the time. Because I don't know. Because sometimes people come up to me on the streets and then they're like, oh yeah, and then I don't know if they're my friends or the fans, and I go, it's so good to see you. And they're like, I don't actually know you. No, but it's good to see you anyway. Nice to actually see you.
You do the same thing.
No, it's so bad. Even yesterday, I was at the BASA Awards, and West Commenters of Fagwena Ati, how am I? And you're like, no. Did I interview you? Did I not? And then you talk, and then you're like, you're trying to gauge, because you also don't be like, Angwazi girl. So you try to gauge, you would see, do I know you in a personal capacity, professional capacity, what's going on?
So you just
But
pretend.
most of them, you're just like, oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.
Never have I ever woken up in a strange place.
While we think, I know her so well that she's got a yes in front of her. To me, you have to answer.
Oh, I did. I'm not playing.
Well, I didn't sleep in the strange place, so I didn't.
But you woke up in it.
No, I didn't sleep. I was in a strange place, but I didn't sleep.
Where was
Strange.
this?
I just ended up it was in a house in Deep Kloof somewhere.
That's not a strange place, Coach.
No, well, I didn't know the person that was in
Oh,
the
my
house. I
word.
didn't know who was in the house, because a friend of mine had me drive at 3 o'clock in the morning from a nightclub in Joburg.
Is this before or after you got married?
Way before I got married. And I was still at home in Lesotho.
Good answer.
A friend of mine says, listen, can you drop off my girlfriend's friend in her car? I'll come and pick you up. And then he didn't answer his phone.
Whoa.
Never have I ever pretended to laugh at a joke I didn't get.
Oh, yeah. I have laughed all the time. Is it a yes? Yes. No.
I can believe him. I've seen him do the confused blink. What did you laugh at that?
No,
Is it like people in to make them
no,
comfortable?
khona abantu abakushaya ama-intellectual jokes. Manje unqona ukuthi you can't reverse. Uvela kushaya ngocombobulous of the, and you're like, but you don't get it at all. And then they ask you afterwards, they're like, did you get it? And you're like, no, actually I didn't.
To me, some of the jokes I do on this show, I don't understand.
Oh, wow.
It's time to pay some bills before Glenn gets his third warning. We have more from our guests, including our heritage game, Country Quiz. Don't move. And we're back. This is us. Hashtag WTF to me. Thanks to everyone who's showing us love on the Twitter streets. There's just one sister I just need to quickly help. Chunky Panther, that's Natasha _Matsika, who says, I can relate to Glenn Louis SA. Wrong Glenn, wrong number. You've got the wrong number, my sister. This one is Glenn Beedham and Pam. Follow him, tag him. But she says she always pretends to know strangers because people just say, hi, Natasha. And she goes, hey, good to see you. Take care, hey. Like she pretended to know your handle. But thank you so much for the love, guys. Kojo, our stint on TV, Baba. We were together judging young ladies.
For my sins, ne?
Yeesh. You know, one of them got me a gig. Like I've been contributing to a newspaper for going on 2 years now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How come nobody's got me a gig? You don't need gigs. You're fine. I'm the one who needed the gigs.
Did you enjoy being on TV though?
It was interesting. It was a weird show to be part of because it's a reality show.
Yeah.
And I don't watch reality TV. And there I was, not just watching reality TV, but being a judge on it.
We found these notes on Instagram. I'd like to know if this is how you maybe keep things interesting with the missus. You smile with your heart. My laughter is shallow, contrived. I lack depth. Help me. That doesn't really sound like the bedroom kind of talk. What is that all about?
So I've been married for 16 years. And before I got married, I used to use poetry, or poetry helped me get married. And I used to perform poetry quite a bit, but my wife now, she's over the poetry thing. So I've started posting kind of poetry on Instagram.
And what does that help you with now? Is it just your own thing, or is it for her?
It's just my own thing.
Okay. And what was that? Oh, here's one. You smile with your heart. I'll hold you close, hoping it will rub off.
Wow.
No, this guy's a wordsmith, hey?
Ne?
I remember years ago, and I tell him this as often as I can. The first poem I ever heard him perform was when he said, "I'm looking backward into a future that dreams are made of." And I was like, yes, brother. Marwena, tell me. Nontobeko,
Yes.
you are sexually fluid. You are those people who fall into a category that even the Oxford Dictionary is still working to define. How's your Mac game changed since you now fall into a category that's very, very new century?
I would like to say average, but not. I'd like to say I do have some quarter-two kind of game.
Yeah.
I try. I think now the more I've gotten older, the more I've gotten comfortable with saying that I'm also sexually fluid. But also I think there's a different kind of level of game with girls, which is kind of harder. It's not happening, I'm straight. Others are like, okay, we could play. But there are also some fellas who also like, come through, mami, manje Nontobeko indaba. But it's just navigating the space, because for me, generally, I just believe in attraction. I don't believe in it being gendered or identity specific. I'm just like, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you.
It don't matter what you come with, she wants a bit of it. Maybe we should find out specifically who she would fluidity to. Clear?
Thanks, Toombs. So, we're going to play a game called Smash or Pass and find out exactly who you are into. And we're talking...
Only me?
Yes.
How cool, Joe.
And we're talking girls,
Yeah,
yeah. No, he's married.
I'm not
Come on,
fluid.
man.
I'm not fluid.
Okay, number one. Let's roll it.
It goes one way.
Loot.
Oh!
Yeah, hey, Bona, I'm with you there.
Oh.
I'm with you there.
Any day.
Any day.
I guess. I'll put in the middle. I mean, I'm just talking attraction by what I'm looking at, which is unfair. But
Yeah, no, then...
She looks slightly electrocuted in that photo.
No.
She looks too
No,
soft,
for me,
too kind and too gentle.
you wouldn't want to smash that. Did you want to take it home and
You want to take the
introduce
hands
to
out the
family? That's not a
Maybe.
smash. That's a
Okay,
marry.
next.
That's, yeah, I'm shut.
Yeah, I'm shot.
Abigail.
Hey, come on, Abby. I know she's watching.
Oh, come on with
Oh,
it.
hit it.
Come on with it.
Nice. Hit it.
Hey,
Hit it.
hey.
That's for you, Abigail.
She's challenging guys' game. This one. Next.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Motorboat even. You would
No, but she
motorboat, ne?
recently, okay.
You would motorboat, ne?
I'm here. Ooh.
Why? Are you scared of the fact that she had a baby?
No, why are you making me stumble? You're making me stumble.
No, I want to make sure we stop blaming guys.
You're
Even
making me
women do the
stumble.
same thing.
You're making me stumble.
Let's see.
Oh, of course. But she's a
That would be
like,
such a conscious smash.
No, but the thing is though, we're in the same family. No. To be come back to me. We're in the same family. We're in the same family, sisterhood. I can't see it that way.
I'd just like to know, Timmy, what exactly do you mean by a conscious
Describe.
snack?
I woke too much. Imagine two people tripping on caffeine.
Right.
That would be them. I wouldn't want to be a part of that. They'd probably
Wow.
start ululating and going amandla.
Feeling.
Yes, ululate, maybe. Should we maybe play a different game now? Or, Kojo, are you traumatized? Is there anyone there, if your wife came to you one day and said, baby, just once in our entire relationship, I'm letting you have a whole pass. Anything you saw there that you would jump into?
No.
Really? Do you have a type?
I've discovered I have a type because I married my type.
Oh!
But I do have a list.
I'm sorry.
I do have a list.
I mean,
I do have a list, and none of those people are on that list.
That's worse than pass.
Right, guys, it's time for Country Quiz because it's Heritage Month. Please take a stand at your podiums over there. We are going to play a game called Country Quiz. We will test your knowledge on South Africa, and the winner gets to give the loser a shot of lemon juice. Tumi, are you ready to do the thing?
Ready.
Okay. First
Okay.
question.
Okay, so the first one to ring the bell gets to answer. So don't ring an answer in case you went the first, because we'll ignore you.
ladies first. Could you?
First question.
Bells down, hands at the sides. Thank you.
And
And wait for the multiple choice.
Hands at the side.
Ready, and wait for the multiple choice. Timmy.
what is the name of the largest diamond ever found in South Africa?
Wait
Is it
for the-
A, Kimberley Diamond, B, Excelsior, C, Cullinan?
Cullinan.
Yes,
Well
that
done. That
goes
is-
to you, young
Wow.
lady.
That is incredible. Okay, 1-0. Second question. Which blend of tea is unique to South Africa? Is it A, Ceylon tea, B, Rooibos tea, or C, Earl Grey tea? That would be Kojo, sir.
Aye, aye,
Rooibos.
guys.
Rooibos is correct. 1-1.
done.
Congratulations.
I'm still eating, you ask.
Okay, number 3. What is the other name for the North Coast in South Africa? Is it A, the Dolphin Coast, B, the Indian Coast, or C, Surf Beach?
I'm just going to guess.
Who was that?
They did it at the same time. Make them put the bells down and start.
Or maybe next question.
3, 2, 1. Kojo went
go
first.
for
Aye, aye, aye. To me, it
What's
was.
the
They
dolphin?
did.
What? What
I'm
do you
going to
say?
go for A, dolphin.
A, Dolphin is correct. 2-1 to Kojo. Okay, number 4.
Listen
Which
to
is the
instructions. You have to
longest
follow-
river in South Africa, guys? A, Orange River, B, Limpopo River, C, Vaal River.
Yes, Nontobeko.
The second thing you said.
Limpopo, that's
Wrong.
First
Kojo.
thing,
A,
Correct.
Orange River.
Orange
Orange
is
River.
correct. 3-1. You need to get going.
Muhukar.
Okay, okay.
Again, that's the Muhukar
The
River
foreigner.
that runs past Lesotho.
That's,
The
it.
foreign national knows the answer.
Yeah. Number 5.
Which place in South Africa is covered in wildflowers during spring months? A, Highveld, B, Tsitsikamma, C, Namakwaland. Yes, Kojo.
See Namakwaland.
Well done.
That is correct, and he wins the game.
He wins the game. He wins citizenship.
Please.
Nontobeko, that's
That's
for
for
you
Kojo,
if you
right?
want.
No, that's for you.
Oh. What is it?
Absolutely. That's lemon juice.
Oh.
And what would you say, speaking of Heritage Month, favorite place in South Africa to visit
Yes.
as a tourist? I'll let you, Kojo, answer first because she's still...
I'd actually say Tsitsikamma. It's a beautiful part of the country, driving through it, and I spent some time there.
Okay.
And for you?
A friend of mine, a group of us just went camping where the Tugela River
Black
meets
people camping.
the ocean. Yeah. You get to camp on a backpackers on the actual beach itself, and there's beautiful bonfire. And it was so nice to see my own province in that way. So that for me is one of the best space, even spiritually as well.
We are free now. We can afford housing, but we go and camp. We are
I'm half
homeless.
white and I
don't
don't
understand
camp.
my people.
I'm,
Kojo,
I'm half white and I don't camp, yeah.
dude.
I
What
love
made you settle in
camping.
South Africa, though?
we had political problems in Lesotho and I needed a change of scenery. And I used to do business in Joburg all the time anyway.
Okay.
So it kind of made sense to come here.
Are there any holiday destinations in Lesotho one could go to?
There are a
Like my
couple.
B&B.
There's Afri-Ski, there's the Katse Dam, there's Mohale Dam. Lesotho is a beautiful country. The work we have to do is actually making those places inviting for tourists. And she still hasn't invited me to her Airbnb, so I'm not going to say anything.
It's not an Airbnb, it's an actual B&B. Like, you love it, and we've got like 3 stars and 4 stars. Anyway, we have more bills to pay. Glenn chats to Astrid Brown and Nadia Nakai after this. Welcome back to #WTF to me. Glenn is chatting to Astrid Brown on the other side. Over to you, Glenn.
Astrid, hi.
Hi,
Welcome to the show.
thank you very much.
Fine, thanks. And you?
Good.
Okay, good. I want to know, okay, you've got this collaboration with Nadia Nakai. We're seeing it tonight. What brought it about? How does it happen?
So, I mean, I've known Nadia like on and off because she usually comes to the studio where I record my music, and we'd bump into each other. So we started like sort of having a relationship in that way. And as time went on, I think we just gelled, and she heard the song that I worked on called Lately, and she really liked it, and I asked her to hop on it, and it happened.
What are the influences that come into this, have come into your music as well as the collaboration?
Just life. Like, I'm just influenced by experiences that I go through every day, experiences that I've been through, things that I want to achieve, all that.
You're a hip hop star in the making. Because I asked you in the dressing room, I thought I saw your rhyme book. Do you have a rhyme book?
I do kinda. I use a book and I use my phone, like spontaneously, whatever.
And I've always wanted to know, because when I don't know if you know Glemonem, he's big at the moment, but it's not important. I struggle to find things that rhyme. Sometimes I go onto a website called Rhyme Zone. Yeah, but I mean, I don't like to tell people that because is that the holy...
Well, now they know.
No, is that the opposite of the holy grail for rappers?
Well, I think whatever works for you, I can't say rappers should do it this way, rappers should do it that way. And, whatever works for you, I feel like you should
do you think Nadia goes on to Rhyme Zone?
Hell nah.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Hell nah. Come on.
I know, tell me in the region of what paycheck does she ask for when you get into a collaboration? Is it between 0 and 50,000 or 50 and 500,000?
You should ask her.
I did ask her. She told me to ask. She said ask you.
I don't believe that. I feel like it's a trap.
Where?
I feel like Glemonem's trying to.
Well, as I'm always open to collaborations. I feel like also I was listening to you in the rehearsal, and I feel like you need a slightly more like a nasal rapper just in the back going, yeah, what up? It's all on. Sometimes I do that, but mostly I'm the head honcho.
Can you do that for us today?
Yeah, no, I'll be there. I'll be there.
you.
What have you got for us today?
So today, I'll be performing my latest single. It's called Lately, and it's featuring Nadia Nakai, and we just recently dropped a video for it as well. It's on YouTube.
That's what you shot in Dubai.
Yeah.
Where did you get a camel?
In Dubai.
Well, but are they just roaming around?
No, there are like specific areas where you go for like camel rides, quad biking in the dunes and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it because you must make sure you don't get camel toe from the. No, I'm joking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Astrid Brown. I'm going to let you warm up. To me, over to you.
Well, thank you, Glenn. A big thank you to my guests as well, Kojo Baffoe and Nontobeko Sibisi. We are back tomorrow night as we hang out with the reigning Miss South Africa, Tamarin Green. To close off the show, here is Astrid Brown featuring Nadia Nakai with Lately. Good night.
been on some ish. Stitches over there, they can't relate. Lately, I've been super medicated. Lately, everything's been on rotation. Lately, I don't even check the prices. Check your man, I think you better stop. Lately, I ain't taking no vacation. Lately, even haters on some fake-ish. Got you on the money. She wanna party. Take your man to the crib. You know I got it. Got the Dutch in your rotation. Pop pills like we in the Matrix. 18, always on our 8-8. I'm so high, no correlation. Got your hater on the line. Tell him man he's messing with my heart. If I want it, you just gotta name the price. If I'm coming, better make sure it's a vibe. Ay, ay. Really lately, I've been on some ish. Stitches over there, they can't relate. Lately, I've been super medicated. Lately, everything's been on rotation. Lately, I don't even check the prices. Check your man, I think you better stop. Lately, I ain't taking no vacation. Lately, even haters on some fake-ish. Lately, I just ball, hardly at the mall. I just make a call and they bring it to the door. You gon' need a pass. No, you can't hang.
Rolling up with our cloth top, pop up at the tree shop. Gucci on a tank top, bad badge and a squat pot. Lace up my hair icy, these try to fight me. Wrist cold, I ain't nice B, and champagne got me feisty. Now Namin is a hit, you done slip. You see this bad got a hit. Now get off my jeans, shout with my whip keys, skirt out in a Bentley. He let me ride if I say please.
Really lately, I've been on some ish. Stitches over there, they can't relate. Lately, I've been super medicated. Lately, everything's been on rotation. Lately, I don't even check the prices. Check your man, I think you better stop. Lately, I ain't taking no vacation.